Israeli deadliest airstrikes on Gaza as Netanyahu warns war will go on. Israeli airstrikes on Gaza City flattened 3 buildings, and at least 42 people have been dead, Palestinian medics said, in the deadliest single attack in the latest round of violence. Despite the toll and international efforts to broker a ceasefire, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu signaled the fourth war with Gaza's Hamas rulers would rage on. In a televised address, Netanyahu said the attacks were continuing at full force and would take time. Israel wants to levy a heavy price on the Hamas militant group, he said, flanked by his defense minister and political rival Benny Gantz, in a show of unity. Hamas also pressed on, launching rockets from civilian areas in Gaza toward civilian areas in Israel. One slammed into a synagogue in the southern city of Ashkelon hours before evening services for the Jewish holiday of Shavuot, Israeli emergency services said. No injuries were reported. In the Israeli air assault early Sunday, families were buried under piles of cement rubble and twisted rebar. A yellow canary lay crushed on the ground. Shards of glass and debris covered streets blocks away from the major downtown thoroughfare, where the 3 buildings were hit over the course of 5 minutes around 1 a.m. The hostilities have repeatedly escalated over the past week, marking the worst fighting in the territory that is home to 2 million Palestinians since Israel and Hamas' devastating 2014 war. I have not seen this level of destruction through my 14 years of work, said Samir al-Khatib, an emergency rescue official in Gaza. Not even in the 2014 war. The Israeli army spokesperson's office said the strike targeted Hamas' underground military infrastructure. As a result of the strike, the underground facility collapsed, causing the civilian houses' foundations above them to collapse as well, leading to unintended casualties, it said. Gaza's healthcare system, already gutted by an Israeli and Egyptian blockade imposed after Hamas seized power from rival Palestinian forces in 2007, had been struggling with a surge in coronavirus infections even before the latest conflict. Israel's airstrikes have leveled a number of Gaza City's tallest office and residential buildings, alleging they contain Hamas military infrastructure. Among them was the building housing the Associated Press office and those of other media outlets. Sally Busby, the AP's executive editor, called for an independent investigation into the airstrike that destroyed the AP office on Saturday. Netanyahu alleged that Hamas military intelligence was operating inside the building and said Sunday that Israel had shared what it said was evidence of Hamas presence through intelligence channels. Neither the White House nor the State Department would say if any American official had seen it. It's a perfectly legitimate target, Netanyahu told CBS's Face the Nation.